all the creative creatures out there. Ah, thank you for being you. Welcome back if you are returning, Soul Fam. If you are new here, hey man, woman, womb manifestation of the welcome. Um, we welcome everybody in that wants to learn and know some things. Make sure you can hear me. Learn and know some things. Okay, good. It's amazing today. They actually let me. Oh gosh, this light is killing me. They actually let me. This bitch coming running back. They actually let me take a picture to this and post. What do you call it? Post the stuff. Crazy, right? Oh, maybe because some people believe in. The pun is so good. Believe in. So this could be an important sign or signal for some of you guys, right? To believe in things, but there's the interesting thing about words and the way they work, right? Is to believe. And now that we're breaking it down, is be leaving, right? So maybe it means that you're leaving some other idea behind, but actually maybe it's better to know, right? To really possess that energy within your being, within your whole heart, within your whole being. Um, but yeah, this we don't that which we don't speak of. Believing for sure. Because she didn't believe in who she was messing with. For many of you guys, if you are chosen, divinely anointed, we have many earth angels, soul fams, indigos, star seeds, light beings, light warriors. We have um, rainbow, crystalline, all these different types of beings, right? That are here. And we are here to, yes, we are here to be, but we are already beings, but we're here to collectively come together and to do something amazing. Together, we can accomplish much more. So let's start off with a beautiful prayer, love spell. Okay, guys. So, dear universe, source creator, divinity, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, let's call on um, who showed up yesterday? Let's call on Ganesha. Let's call on Kuan Yin, Isis, Anubis. Um, let's call on the mantis. Let's call on all of the high vibrational beings. Ciao, all of the high vibrational beings of love and light that are here to assist and guide the collective in gathering our consciousness and in getting our consciousness more on a collective frequency, on a collective field to where we're actually coming together, right? The Beatles made a song about that. Come together right now. Overweight. So we can come together because it's an important thing. Let's call on all of these deities and let's say thank you for your protection, for your direction, for your guidance, for your clear and concise and precise messages and information, for your clarity. We thank thee for all of you guys being here, for everybody that's here in physical form and that's here in spiritual form. We love and appreciate, right? All of that. Now, anybody, anything that is on another level that is here. Okay, they want me to bust out the oracles. That is here to attack or deflect, hack, reject, do anything terrible, mean, bad, hatred, anything like that towards a collective, towards me or the collective. Anybody that is going to use our names, speak badly, ill will, or just speak down on divinity itself, right? We ask that you transmute all of that energy. Every time someone speaks on me or the collective's name, we call upon the fates, we call upon you to maim them. No, to transmute that energy back to us in the form of health, wealth, abundance, and love. So mote it be. We also ask that any negativity, any um, dark magic, black magic, any negative beings, any hatred, anything like this, we ask that all of that gets returned to sender. We do not need to transmute that energy. It is trash energy. We don't need it. Okay, send it back to the sea. Okay. 7. Some of you guys could be very lucky. Yes, not just lucky, blessed. Okay, interesting. Time to go. Okay, so we have to the sea and we have no place like home. Now, this is the energy of 7, you guys. Okay, 7 is a number of luck. It's a number of um, really luck, right? 3 is a number of manifestation, but 7 is something actually becoming into play. Um, and so you may have been a little bit confused about your direction. Okay. We were talking about this last night. Maybe going to the sea, going towards the sea or a body of water may be significant for many of you guys. Um, and then we have there's no place like home. And this is the energy of 50, right? And 5 would be the numerology behind this. And 5 is about change, right? You may have been, I'm feeling like maybe there was some stagnancy around where you lived. Maybe you've been feeling some weirdness around where you lived or what's been going on around different places, right? You may have been waiting for something to come into play or for something to change regarding your home or living situation. See how it's kind of hanging here? But it's also, there's no place like home, right? So for many of you guys, home is where the heart is. So where does your heart really belong, right? For me, okay, maybe my heart is in the sea. So uh, 5 and 4 is 9. Okay. So you're completing something. You've completed something collective, and now it's time to go. It's time to move forward. You are blessed. It's like you had to get past this energy of why and needing to know everything, right? Um, it's it's been keeping you it's been keeping you kind of stuck in between worlds, right? When I see this card, I also feel very strong with the what is the movie with the Wizard of Oz, right? And the reason why I feel this very strongly is because it goes from this black and white, this gray, this stormy energy, and to this technicolor energy, right? It's about being focused. It's about stepping out of the why is this happening? Why didn't someone do this? Why can't someone do that? Blah, blah, why, right? 4 is about moving forward. For me, why, like, I don't call the last person I dated my ex because they pretended like we were never together. So I call it a why. Why? Because what comes after X? Why? Why? Like, why? I don't know. But this is the energy of 3 and 1, which is the energy of 4. So it's about forward movement. It's about not needing to know. It's about for many of you guys, it's like these people are wearing masks. Okay. There's a lot of people around you wearing masks. Okay. And that's changing. This is the energy of 5, right? So again, that's changing. The truth is now coming out. These people may have been creating big stories, creating some type of mask, maybe sharing some of your deepest, darkest secrets. See all this love coming out of the window. It's like they opened up a lot of information, maybe a lot of knowledge, and some of it may have been false. A lot of it may have been false, but you needing to prove that. right? Or needing to know why they're doing it or why whatever is happening, instead of just knowing that you're blessed, instead of having this faith, it's kept you between worlds, right? It's kept you between worlds, and it's kept you from actually stepping into this higher space, this manifestation, right? See this flamingo, which is really interesting because I don't see what's on this flamingo's back. A hummingbird. Um, this flamingo is wearing a crown, but also there was a whole movement, right? There was the whole flamingo movement where they said, listen, we're protecting nature, we're protecting our land, we're protecting all of this. And they stood up against the government. And it was this whole, because a lot of it was a flamingo preserve. And so it's like, that's kind of what you're manifesting. It may be what you're actually kind of here to do, but it's been keeping you between worlds because it's like you're wondering why all these things are happening, and you just kept going deeper and deeper and deeper, studying, 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 attempting to figure it out. And when you just kind of let go, right? Um, when you kind of let go of this by the book energy, this 11, it's like you came into this alignment. Okay. Oh, interesting. I never noticed this before. There's faces on these things of the elephants. Okay. Ciao, ciao, everybody. So it's like here, the elephant never forgets, but here again is like, um, there may be something, okay, for some of you guys, there may be some type of truth or some type of, because I'm seeing now a couple books here. Um, there may be something that has been holding you up between worlds that has to do with some type of family or some type of connection or something like this. Okay. And you may need to testify against these people, or, you finally just opened up and told the truth, right? You drop the mask. It's like these people have been counting on you to continue this facade, right? This is the energy, right? Like when I pick up on this energy of like the Wizard of Oz, right? When Dorothy, it's like we're not in Kansas anymore, right? We're not in the same place where you grew up. And even though you have those people that you loved or that you considered your family, right? They weren't actually her family, right? They were people on the farm. It was her auntie and her uncle. It wasn't actually her family. Now, there was a lot of weird things as she stepped into this other world, for sure, but also the way that she was treated was more in this royal aspect. Okay. So it's like, um, yeah, again, I'm seeing the truth be told, and there's no place like home. So it's like, for some of you guys, you're reconstructing what home, what the heart, what home, what family, what all of this feels like. And you've decided, it's time to move away from that, right? It's time to go. We've completed this old cycle, right? I'm no longer wanting to manifest this, the scared, the scarcity, this in between worlds, right? I'm no longer scared by laws or legalities or whatever anybody's going to do, because we know that we're blessed, right? We know that we're divinely protected. And what you've proven is you're willing to go the distance. And this is interesting because this is also the energy of 11. 47 is also the energy of 11. So again, we have this 11-11 energy. So this is this divine partnership. It's like you've proven about it's like you followed all of the rules somehow, collective. It's like no matter what they threw at you, right? No matter what they threw at you, no matter what they said about you, whatever it is, you still followed the rules. You still followed the rules. You still did what you were supposed to do. And you still went the distance. It's like you proved that you were willing to put in the work, right? These building blocks. This energy is 10, right? You're like, it doesn't matter. Every time I have to, 10 is the beginning. It's the ending and the beginning, the ending and the beginning, the ending and the beginning. So it's like you've proven time and time and time again, right? that you're willing to build. You're going to keep building towards something that is important to you. Also, um, it doesn't matter how many times you have to restart because you're still going to go the distance. You're still going to build the thing. What is this? You're still going to keep you're still going to stay poised. You're still going to keep your composure. It's like no matter how much they tried to test you, no matter how much they tried to do all these things. And this is the energy of 12, so this is the energy of 3, right? You're like, no, you're not going to disrupt my manifestation. I've been building this. I work so hard. I'm not going to sell out. I'm not going to do this. I want things to be done a certain way. And because you didn't give up on that, it's like you have these higher powers stepping in. And they're going to come in and they're helping you move forward because you believe also, and because you believe that you're blessed by these higher powers. Because it's like, what I'm picking up on is like, collective, you knew or you know that you're a good person, good in words, good in deeds, good in actions, and that you're not, what do you call it? You're not ever harming anybody. They may keep you spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning round and round and round and round in this never ending story, but that's just to distract you. It's just reactive abuse. Okay. You've managed to keep your peace. This is the energy of 5. You've changed that. It's like um, before they were able to throw you off, right? And now you're in a state of serendipity. And now because you couldn't, because you kept your peace, right? Because you've maintained your peace, you're now receiving this luck, the energy of 9, okay? You've hit this level of completion because it's like you broke some type of curse and now you're receiving some type of enchanting gifts. Again, that's a 9. Okay? So 5 and a 9 and a 9. It's changing. You're completing. Yeah, because you choose to be happy. You've unlocked some next level, right? Some next level of and this is the energy 26. Yeah. This is the energy of 8, right? So it's like the work that you put in is creating the abundance that you need, or you're about to receive the abundance that you need because of the work that you put in, because you chose to do this. Now, for some of you guys, I'm picking up an interesting um for some of you guys, it's like at some point in time, you could have received some type of enchanting gift, an enchanted gift, which means someone could have tried to put some type of spell work or something on you, on your cat, on something like this. Maybe something that you received, some type of gift, something, and it didn't really work. Yeah, these are people that you considered to be your friends or your tribe. These are people that you thought were close to you, and actually they weren't. They weren't. They were trying to come up off of whatever you had. They were stealing your gifts. Interesting. So, yeah, and the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out, and you are really in this yin energy, collective. This feminine energy, this yin energy. What is this on my card? Weird. Um, like the mother, like lick your finger and like wipe off whatever scum is on here. Um, but yeah, it's like you're calling this in, this partnership, this duality, yeah, this home. You've been manifesting something, and nobody's going to stop you from doing that because you're totally tapped in. Okay? You're completely tapped in, collective. And these are your gifts. It's like um okay, so imagine that people try to take your spiritual gifts, your spiritual inheritance, your physical inheritance, right? Instead of co-creating with you, like you offered, like you asked, like you said, let's move forward, let's co-create something together. They chose to not. Okay. And um, because they didn't choose to do that, because they chose to steal something from you, cheetah. See this cheetah? Because they chose to steal something, and then you see this cheetah on the egg with the face. Okay. Um, but they couldn't recreate it. They could only co-create because it's your creation. So what I'm picking up on is like actually um interesting. These people tried to get ahead. They tried to move faster by stealing your creations, your things, your wisdom, whatever this is, and the truth is coming out. Okay, they can't hide. It's like people can clearly see that they cheated, right? That they're the cheetah, that they're the cheetah. Um, again, this can be some type of group organization. Again, this can be high level religious, it can be Masonic, blah, 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 uh, whatever it is, something like this. Um, but what I'm picking up on is instead of taking the opportunity to co create, they try to take what was yours collective. They try to, it's like, again, with these destiny swappers, again, this like, they're trying to use power, control, manipulation, this domination, this masculine energy. Okay. Aries can be, doesn't have to be a man, right? This Aries energy, and they stole what was yours, and they've been making money off of it, but it's hit its brink, right? Um, it's hit its brink because everybody sees where everything is coming from. And it's like, so let's say they tried to destiny swap, right? And instead of co-creating with you, they decided to make a deal with the devil, right? And um, this is like a whole group, okay? This is a whole cult, coven, dark, whatever, okay? Strong Capricorn, Aries energy. Um, doesn't have to be those signs, but again, um, and again, these are people using some type of weird lust, sex magic, something like this, okay? And what happened is, so for a minute, they were maybe receiving what was yours. They were maybe able to tap into your energy, and then you did something collective. You woke up, or you just said, I'm no longer co-signing this shit, something like this. And what happened is now, instead of this co-creation, now what they're receiving, instead of all of your instead of all of your happy endings, instead of all of your positive aspects, instead of all of your wish fulfillment, they're now receiving all of your trauma, your trials, your tribulations, your like this. Everyone who came in, okay, especially if they were with one of your lovers or something like this, working with your family, friends, lovers, something like this, and they cashed in, okay? Here's the thing, not everybody has to, you don't have to sign a fucking contract with the devil. I was talking about this last night. Sorry, you guys, I love my tangerine juice. Um, So you can make a deal with the devil by accepting money, by accepting something in exchange to take something from somebody, to attack somebody, to do something, right? For you to receive some type of gain off of somebody else is making a contractual agreement with the devil. And now these people are sitting here like, fuck, what did I do? What did I do? Someone could have died. Someone could have gotten very sick from a lover. They could have gotten something really that they can't get rid of. Yeah, it's like a sexually transmitted demon for some of you guys. It doesn't have to be like for everybody, but it's like thing that doesn't belong. Hack attack. Haters be haters. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes or no? Thank you for all the hearts, everybody. Yes, you guys know. You all know the role. If you're new here, then you don't know, but we got a lot of haters out there that want to perpetrators, haters, whores, pedos, masturbators, all the people that don't want the truth to come out. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay. Again, probably this sick group. Again, they can be part of a religious group or they could be posing as like religious posers, something like this. Hey, hey TK, who's all here? Hey hippie. Hey Anna. Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. Soy boy smash. All right. Thanks, I guess. Ciao, Anna. TK, oh my God, 4 a.m. It's like it's almost 7 p.m. where I'm at, and so I'm actually on early. Um, you are the lock opener, the thief in the night. Ciao, hippie. Yes, some people choose war, right? That is what it is, right? Yeah, well, some people, that's what it is, right? Some people, that's what it is. Yeah, and you're right, actually, TK. What TK is saying is sometimes they want you to trade people or trade things in order to step it up in life. Now you said, okay, you're not willing to sacrifice somebody in order to step up, and that person is still alive. Now, some people, right? Some people and some of us, our family and stuff like this, are willing to sacrifice and have been using us as their sacrificial lamb, as their scapegoat, something like this for an extended amount of time. And as we cut off these groups and these narcissists, right? As we knock them down, what happens is, you know, they start they start going again, they start dying, right? They start getting really sick, they start getting ill, they start dying, because maybe again, like I was saying before, I don't know what happened when I got cut off, but what I was talking about is in order to, people don't really understand that when you're making a deal with the devil, sometimes it's not looking like a normal contract, right? It's not looking like a normal contract. What it's like is someone offers you a higher paid position in order to step on someone else's head. Someone says, "All right, well, you sell out your family member, you sell out your friend, you do this and you do that, and don't worry, we're going to pay you." And these people take a new vehicle, they take a new location, they take a new job, they take some money, they take a phone, they take whatever it is that they wanted, that thing they really wanted. And the thing is that the devil doesn't look like the devil, right? It doesn't show up like this. The devil shows up as something that you always wanted. The devil shows up as your perfect idealization of what you really wished for, or something like this. Not always, but generally, it's going to show up and give you whatever it is that you wanted, and you're not going to have to work. And it's going to be like, the saying, all that glitters isn't gold, right? So when you see something shiny and they're like, "Don't you want this shiny bit of gold? Look it. All you have to do is just sleep with this one person and we'll pay you. We'll give you 1,000,000, we'll give you whatever it is," right? we'll give you your house, we'll give you a contract, you can take this, whatever. And some of these people actually did that, right? They received something in order to go against a divinely anointed, a divinely chosen one, even, just the collective, to go against the collective, right? To maybe even hook up with one of your boyfriends, girlfriends, some of your family members, whatever, right? This is very close and personal energy, right? And it's like some of these people, it's like because they chose to do that, because they wanted to destiny swap, because they wanted to be you, because they wanted whatever you had, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can get that," right? Like, "Oh yeah, I can grant." Right? So, anyways, so anyways, okay, so you guys can hear me again, just making sure. So now we know who this. We know who's angry. Now I'm really angry. They don't like me telling you that information. Anyways, we talked about it last night, so you can tune into that one. But so what happened is some of these people are basically trying to maybe burn some type of agreement, maybe try to rebuke or revoke, or they're trying to backtrack, is kind of what I'm picking up on, because what they're realizing is they didn't their black magic, whatever. It's one, it's backfiring, but two, they're getting, it's like they wanted to be the collective so much that they're getting to be, they're getting, it's like they're being divinely granted. They're being victorious and getting what the collective has. But the thing is it's like this is the energy, you guys. Collective is coming out victorious, right? Because all these people that wanted to take what was collectives is now just taking all of their trauma, all of their karma, all of their other shit that they already, you know what I'm saying? It's like this is the energy. So they're just so now collective, all you get is like your blessings and your happiness and all of this stuff, because all these people that made these deals with these deletes, with these devil, demonic, whatever entities, right? All it's done is leave you space. It just cleared space for you to become more victorious, for you to really step into your full purpose, for you to actually receive what's for you. So many people, yeah, this milk and honey. Look at with this six. There's like a little elephant in here. You get the rainbow, you get the six, it's like you get that reciprocation, because all you wanted to do was co-create with these people, and these people were literally hiding, lying to you. They were continuing some type of trickster energy, some type of disillusionment spell, right? They were wearing masks, attacking you, kicking you while you were down. They were like, "Oh, well, like I'll keep this secret because I'm going to receive all of, like, my stars are going to be fulfilled. I'm going to become the star." Not realizing this is actually who they made a deal with. They thought that they got that come up when really they traded. Yeah, this energy is strong. Can be Cancerian energy, but these are people that were close to you, that you had a deep soul connection with, maybe deep friends, families, lovers, something like this. And you had a deep soul connection with them. And the reality is they betrayed you. They hid something from you. They lied to you for their own gain, because they were promised something. They were promised something, to take something from you, to take something from you, or to kick you while you were down, to allow people to have access, or to talk shit on you, actually. It's like they were getting a payout because they thought, and it's like, "Oh, just hold on to this," right? They got whatever they wanted, but the thing is what they didn't realize is what that payout that they took, whatever they received, didn't belong to them or whoever was giving it to them. It belonged to the collective. And while they're over here mocking you, watching you, stalking you, hacking you, talking shit, saying all this stuff, right? Perpetuating this bullshit and this disillusionment because they're like, well, I'm going to get free. This is, if Collective was in my position, no, Collective would never throw somebody else under the bus, actually, to gain their own thing. They wouldn't, because Collective understands that there's a well, that the universe is infinite, that we don't have to hurt or take or step on or hate or attack anybody else in order to receive what is actually for us. We are creating this. So what these people did is they're like, oh, I want to wish upon, I'm going to become the star. I'm going to get my dreams. But they were doing it using a deceptive manner, wearing this mask, Seven of Cups. They were deceived by something that was shiny. So whoever deceived them was, again, this reptilian draconian energy, right? That was wearing some type of mask, that was masking whoever they are, promising them the moon and the stars. And this person bit. And they didn't just take a bite, they're now biting it. They're going to bite it hard, like, not good. Because the reality is they created this. So now what they're receiving is not this beautiful idea that they had, is not the infinite access to the well, is not the access to the collective that can create something. It's like, Collective, you're like this earth angel. It's like you're this infinite well. And whatever you think, whatever you draw, whatever you speak, whatever you create becomes a thing. And these people try to take an easy way out. They took a pay. Okay. So yeah. So they don't get this new path. They were promised some new path, some new direction, and they don't get it. Instead, what they get is everything that blocked Collective from being able, it's like now they're receiving the karma. Not only the karma for the choice that they made to make these deals with the devil, but also they don't get to move forward. It's like, let's say they sold you out. Let's say they exchanged personal information or your personal property or whatever, right? To get forward. Now they may have gotten forward temporarily, but now they're never going to get to move forward. They're going to be stuck in this continuous cycle or loop. It's like their karma. It's like their karma. And Collective, because when you were given the choice, you still chose love. It's like Collective, you still even chose like all these third parties, like even if they were cheating on, even if they were doing your boyfriends or girlfriends or attacking you, you still were like, you were still blindly making the choice to support, to celebrate these people. But they didn't want to celebrate you getting this. They actively made the choice to become the third party, to come against you. But they don't get to. It's like they've literally just taken on whatever this is. For every action, there's an equal opposite and sometimes more powerful reaction. Their words are going to be public. Their information, whatever they did against you, is going to be public knowledge. And it's like they're going to be known as this third party. Like, again, I was picking up on this last night. It's like almost like a lot of these people are being tested, right? Are they really your friends? Would your best friend really fuck the person that you're in love with, that you're attempting to marry, that you want this relationship, and they knew that you wanted to be with this person for an extended amount of time? If this person was your friend, would they have done that? Absolutely not. If they thought that they were never going to, if they thought that they could get away with it, it doesn't make it any better. It's still a karmatic balance. So now, Collective, you get this. You may be having, due to your devotion, to your clarity, to everything, to your honesty, to your purity, to your clarity, to your devotion to source, you may actually be receiving like a whole new type of love. Because what I'm picking up on is, yeah, this world energy. What I'm picking up on is like even if this person was testing, like let's say this is like a future partner. This is someone that's super in love with you. They want to marry you, and they're like, oh, I'm going to see if this person's really your friend by uh seeing if they'll actually, sleep with me or whatever. Like seeing how good your psychic abilities are, seeing how good your friend is. Like if I can still keep this side piece, whatever this is, that's over. That shit's dead and gone. You are so protected, and you're just like, it doesn't matter, collective. You're in this energy where it's like the whole world is now at your fingertips. The entire world is at your fingertips. It's like you ended all these past cycles. You ended all these connections with all these people, especially if they were some type of lovers or prospects to be lovers, friends, family, whatever it is. You ended it. You said, you know what? No, I'm okay. If I have to go to the opposite side of the world, if I have to go all the way around the world, if I have to continue moving around the world, if I have to end everything to begin something new, so be it. Because what is meant to be, what is meant for me is meant to be, right? It will show up in its right time. But these people were doing the most to block it from showing up for you. But you have these guardians, right? Yeah, you're gonna get this Ten of Pentacles. You're about to receive some type of legacy, some type of wealth, some type of this. You are the star. Again, this is your wish fulfillment, your dreams. Whatever you want is about to be yours. And this is literally like this major generational wealth, right? You're gonna get to travel around the world. You're gonna get to do whatever. You're gonna have enough to it doesn't even matter. It's like you may already be a celebrity, world renowned celebrity. You may get paid to do your new job. You may be coming into a connection with some type of celebrity, something like this. Or as you step into this space of becoming the celebrity is where this new offer of love. It's like you're about to have this new offer of love, right? What is end, dead, and gone, right? The death. Somebody may have had to pass in order for you to receive something, but potentially, but also it's like this ego death. It's just like for many of these people, they're about to have a hardcore ego death. They're having a hardcore ego death. Again, see this energy here? Um, yes, 100%. I'm not reading all of it, but TK, you're hilarious. But you're right, right? What's funny is they watch our conversations and actually put them in shows the next day to make movies. For, yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. So this is my zodiac, Mr. Mel. If you understand the tarot and zodiacs, I am the angel of death. So, anyways, it's like these people are having a huge ego death because they thought they were going to get away from something. And it's like you guys are just collective again. You're like whatever, like end and beginning. It doesn't matter. Like who's supposed to be with me will come with me, and who's not, it doesn't matter, right? We're going to manifest in. Sometimes we can't manifest in while staying connected to all these people that were taking offers, that were making deals with the devil, with our attackers, with these whatever, um you know with these people that were attempting to take us out. These people are regretting it. Again, it's like all these people are trying to reverse, they're trying to redo, they're trying to give back whatever they took, they're trying to rebuke, return, undo, they're trying to whatever. Even the practitioners, like it's like the practitioners are trying to return the money for doing whatever. Like these people are not doing good. They're like, "Shit, what did we do?" Because they bet on the fact that they could take you out. But you just went within. You just went within and you found that internal guidance, that internal light, okay? Now this can be strong. We have Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio energy, okay? The star, again, this is strong Aquarius energy. The pentacles are earth signs. The cups are water signs. Death is scorpionic energy. The hermit, Virgo energy. They can be significant. Doesn't have to be. Just sharing that. They just wanted me to share that. So yeah, you're stepping in. It's like you went inside, you found the light, you let the ego death, you did all the work. It doesn't matter. And now you're getting the sun. You're getting your happy ending. You're getting whatever you want. It's like you learn to shine bright. It doesn't matter. It's like, again, I picked up on this last night. It's like you'll win regardless. You're with or without them, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, they've been using mine my entire life. They've been using everything that I do in my life is everything. I could literally show you every song, every movie, everything, even before I was fucking born. It's wild, you guys. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, you guys, because of your strength and your higher connection, you're now receiving this love of a lifetime. Now, again, this can be a completely new, maybe you had to let go of all of these old karmic attachments. You had to remove yourself and see who actually showed up and who didn't. And what you guys found out is the only person that actually showed up, the only thing that showed up besides source was yourself, your inner light. And now, because of your understanding, your deeper knowing, your connection to source, this high priestess energy, because of your strength, okay, this is happening now in Leo season, in August, okay? You're about to receive this, the ultimate love of a lifetime. Yeah, this union. This is like your divine union. Like, again, um, it's like you had to break free of this mental torture that they were keeping you in. It's like some type of spell work. Okay. Strong Sagittarius energy. Why do I say that? Because we have the King of Wands and the Temperance in reverse. Somebody was trying to block your ability to transmute energy. They were trying to prevent you from being able to alchemize this energy. They wanted to keep you stuck. They wanted to keep you mentally stuck. A lot of you guys may have had some type of passionate connection, maybe a long-term connection, something that was really intense, could have been with a fire sign, whatever. Doesn't have to be, but it's like they were trying to block this new thing, this wand, right? They were trying to block this new beginning, this passion, right? They played you like the fool, but they didn't really realize that. What is that song? Everybody plays the fool. Mhm. Ain't no exception to the rules. They didn't really realize that you were like, all right, you want to play me? You think that I'm dumb? You guys play the fool's mate. It's like it's like the checkmate that came out of nowhere, and they're like, but I don't understand how you did that, collective. And it's like, no, because you were too busy thinking I was dumb and naive when really I was just quiet and observing. But I was just waiting for the right time to take that leap of faith the fuck away from y'all, right? Already had the umbrellas, already. Some Mary Poppins shit on their ass. You're just like, boom, I'm ready. I'm just collecting more evidence. I'm just connecting all of the dots. And they're like, shit, fuck. It's Five of Swords in reverse energy. Crap. It's like they really thought that they were sneaky. They really thought that they put you in a situation where you had no choices, no options, where you would have to choose heartache and you would have to come running back to them. And instead, you're just like, oh, yeah, no, no, no. I let you play yourself. I let you play yourself. I let you play yourself. Witchcraft. Not all witchcraft is bad, just so you know. My eyes, I'm not possessed by a demon. Thank you very much. But you can go away for talking shit. We don't need any of your dumb shit on here. Peace out. Go get a life. Go get a life. So anyways, and that's the point. Like collective, you just walked in, you just like, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out of here. You thought about it. You were like, it's like almost like collective. You were ready to walk away for a while, but you were just like, you may have had some deeper connection, some deeper soul tie or connection that you were a little bit more. Um, it's like not like you were emotionally invested. It's like you were trying to figure something out. You were trying to figure out. It's like you knew. It's like you internally knew that they were lying about something, and you already wanted to walk away. You knew that there was something going on, but for some reason, collective, because you're connected, you wanted to know what that is. You wanted to know what that is. You wanted to know what this secret, what this lie was, whatever this was, and that's what the why came up for in the beginning. And it's like you finally, it's like maybe you finally figured it out. Um, maybe you finally just said, ah, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you said. It doesn't matter what you lied about. All that matters actually is that you're a pathological liar, that you guys are cons, fake, frauds, pathological liars, manipulators, narcissists, Machiavellian, whatever. And you're just like, huh, interesting. You know what I noticed is I don't feel good. I don't like how that feels. And you're full of shit. And it doesn't matter if other people like, it's like almost like it's like everyone else who decided to believe what these all these people's lies about you are now in regret. They're like, "Fuck, we got played too." They're in super regret because you it's like you cut them off. You cut them off. You cut anybody connected to it off because if they all wanted to gang up, it's like they chose sides. And you're like, "And I'm out of here." You guys just bounce, rock, skate. You guys just boom, boom, boom. You know? Just pieced out. Just pieced out. What is this? The chariot. Yeah, you guys just decided one day, you know what? I deserve love. You are lovable. And you guys just said, you know what? Actually, I don't need to be around. Like, why did I even entertain these people for that long? Like, were they ever loving me? Were they ever giving me love? Like, they're all just pathological liars. They were all just like running some type of fucking game. It's like for some reason they saw that collective was a sweet and kind and loving and that they wanted to take care and help and that they had a strong connection and they just kept running this. It's like they wanted to run you and you're just like, "You know what?" One day you just woke up and you said, "No, you know what? I deserve love." And actually, I haven't received it from any of you people. I haven't, right? And so you're now like, "Nah, actually, I'm good." Let's get some more of these romance angels. Let's see what they have to say. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more in your present moment. Yeah, it's like you guys just had to forgive yourself for making bad decisions. Literally. You're just like, you know what? I forgive. I learned my lesson. I deserve love. And these people, you guys decided to retreat. Okay. You decided to disconnect from the world. Some of you guys may be with this new person going on some type of retreat, being like, that's it, we're out of here. Again, yeah, new love. A new person has stirred romantic feelings because you finally decided to free yourself. You finally said, you know what? I don't really care what all these past people had to do. You decided to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. You did. It's like you were allowing them. It's like these people were trying to keep you trapped in a cage, right? I posted something on my Instagram yesterday that said, birds that were born in cages believe believe that flying is a sickness. Birds that were bred in cages believe that the birds that want to fly is a mental illness, is a sickness, right? It's like these people were mentally, obviously mentally sick, mentally ill, trying to keep you in this cage, trying to keep you as this. It's like you were a unicorn. You are this mythical, magical creature. You are this next level mythical, magical creature, magical being. And you decided to be like, nah, actually, like, what's that saying? Those who don't have magic, some shit like this. It's always the motherfuckers that don't have magic telling the ones that do that they shouldn't do that, that they couldn't do something, whatever it is, right? That's basically what it is. You freed yourself. You're like, you know what? Anybody who doubted, who denied, who blocked, who stalked, who hacked, anybody who attacked, who tried to minimalize my gifts, my talents, like that it's not that you guys are better, but literally you guys are like the last unicorn. Literally, collective. It's like we're like earth angels. We're like these super mythical creatures. And the only thing, yeah, it's these people that put these constraints. We've allowed them to keep us in these cages. We've allowed the mental constructs. At some point in time, at some point in our life, there was people that said, "You're not good enough. You can't do this. You can't do that. Whatever this is." And for some reason it just registered and we believed them and we kept that thing running, or they kept poisoning us with it and they kept it running. And now because you've done that, you're like, listen, instead of forgiving all these sick people, you forgive yourself for the choices, for the partners, for the people that you chose at some point in time. And now you guys are setting on into this honeymoon phase. Enjoy the bliss of a holiday time together. Yeah. After you released your ex, you just had to release this. The time has come to clear the energy. You guys may need to do some type of cord cutting, some type of cleansing, something like this. It's like a lot of these people, again, I was picking up on earlier that you're gonna, that it's like there may be people that come back from the past or something strange like this that are really like, oh, well, now I want to apologize. Now I want to reconcile this, that, and the other thing. And the reality is it's like, it's because it's because now they see your worth, right? And it's like, if you didn't trust me, if you didn't believe me, if you didn't support me, if you didn't see my worth previously, like, but now that the whole world does, now you want to tell me how much you love. No, I always love you. No, 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 no. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, no, that's not how it works. Um, you know, if they chose somebody else over you, that was the story, the life that they painted. They created that. Everybody is the artist of their own shit, right? They created that. They created that story. They dug that grave. They can lie on it, lie in it, whatever the thing is. They can keep their pathological lying asses up to whatever they're doing. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, because they're still out here trying to defend their bad behavior, and you guys don't need that. It's like you're going to have somebody that comes in to defend you. For many of you guys collective, they may have acted like you were defensive or you're some type of way. And it's like, well, you had to be. You literally had no other option than to be um, not defensive, but to defend yourself. And the reason why you had to do that is because you never had people standing up for you. You never had anybody defending you. It was like, what is this thing that I saw today? It's like, oh, you're so strong. And it's like, no, I'm not strong. I just never had support. So I had no other option than survive or die, and that's kind of the energy, what it boils down to. So yeah, you guys are like alchemizing all this trash energy. And now you don't have to do it anymore because these people literally have traded something. You get to receive something. You're now the magician. You now get to receive what is actually meant for you, what is yours, because you truly honestly understood or understand or understand or overstand, whatever you want to say, your power, that you're the one creating it. You're allowing it or not allowing it. So you may or may not allow or not allow some of these people. Yeah, sink or swim for Scorpios. Exactly. Exactly. So some of you guys, yeah, but it's like sometimes we have to defend ourselves, right? On it, because it's like sometimes nobody else is. So what are you going to do? And until somebody else does, sometimes we have no other option. I saw something today, and it was talking about how um it was this masculine talking about how, if feminine was really protected by masculine, then she wouldn't be more in her masculine energy. And that sometimes when feminine is actually so soft and so loving and so kind and so caring, that the way that they come off is more in a masculine energy. Why? Because they realize that people take and take and take and abandon, 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 and they've been experiencing this probably since they were very small, time after time after time after time, even from people that should have been taking care for them, right? And so because of that, it puts them in the state of, well, I'm projecting this type of display of energy to kind of like, watch out, to block, to defend myself from this predatorial energies, right? Yeah, for some of you guys, again, you may have some type of family member, some type of people from the past coming back that abandoned you, and you're going to make the decision. You're going to make the decision. Okay. For many of you guys, you may say, listen, you're dead to me. And they may try to be like, oh, but blah, 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 blah. But I love you. But I'm your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother, whatever it is. And you're just going to be like, bro, like that didn't seem to matter when you made the deal with the devil. That didn't seem to matter, right? It didn't seem to matter. Um, yeah, you're right, TK. Because when you turn your back, and that's part of what it is it's like, don't forget, okay? Don't hold on to grudges or resentment, but don't forget who abandoned you. Don't forget who was there for you. Don't forget who talked trash, who joined in the smear campaign, who kicked you while you were fucking down, who was working with the people that tried to unalive you, who abandoned you, right? Who decided to sell their soul or whatever, right? Who decided to end your guys' communication, your connection, your friendship, whatever, to try to become famous themselves, to try to gain whatever they wanted. Well, you are the only one out there doing the work, healing. And that's why you're the only one that's going to be receiving what you're going to be receiving. And again, it's like what we went through last night, on the live last night, collective. It's like a lot of these people, it's like not only did you have to be tested, but a lot of these people had to be tested, because it's like you needed to know who, where the loyalty lies, right? I'm hearing the song, show me where your love lies, right? Um, like who's loyal, right? Who is loyal to you? Where is your love? And now you're going to have all these people that want to come back because you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. But this true lover isn't going to treat you like your competition. They're not going to treat you like your competition. They're going to understand that you being in this sovereign state, they're going to understand by supporting you that this is how the wheel of fortune comes in, by this strength energy, by the power of Grayskull. No, but like, I don't know. That may mean something. It's like they may really understand that this love is actually this new love. It's like whoever this was before, whoever you're with before, these other people, whoever you're with before. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Whoever you were with before, it's like, it is my little love, huh? It is my little soulmate, my little baby dubby, huh? Oh, thank you. It's like whoever you chose before, not your little kitty, not your furry friends. Um, um, but whoever you chose before, maybe they were jealous. It's like they wanted to keep you down. It's like they were using you to gain their fortune, right? They were using you to support them for their own strength, for their own come ups. And now you're in this space collective where you're like, juicy all by yourself. You always have been. It's just like you didn't have that external strength. And this new lover that comes in, okay, this is what they come in to offer. They have strength to be able to support you. And they understand by supporting each other, by being in this connection, that this is how the wheel of fate actually tips. This is how the security actually comes into play. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Because they understand by providing the security, by defending you, that's how this wealth comes into play. Ciao, everybody. Welcome, Lay, the Cairo, Ciao from France. So yeah, you're going to receive this generational wealth, or you guys are going to create it together. Yeah. It's like, this is a beautiful new offering of love. Because all of these people, spell work, whatever they did, it's now coming back on them. It's not, it's like they may have had you mentally trapped, or they may have been saying that you're mentally stuck, you're mentally trapped, there is something wrong with you, blah, 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 blah. But again, this was them spreading misinformation. This was pathological lies. And you guys just sat back and watched all of it. You watched all this emotional, like verbal, emotional, physical, mental abuse that was coming, and you just watched what everybody did. You let them fill all their cups up, and you said, "Uh-huh, all right, deuces," and you just walk the fuck away. It's like you guys knew. You already knew everything that was going on. Many of you could have known that some of it was your family. That this was a Ten of Cups in reverse. You may have known that your family was involved in this, that they wanted to block you from coming into play. They may have even given something that belonged to you, more emotional security, support, whatever, to other people, other families, other children, other whatever. And it's like you knew it. You knew that. But this, you're now in this energy collective. You're in this high priestess energy because you decided to remove yourself. And now you get this beautiful union. Because you found your inner light, because nothing else is bothering you. Yeah, you're in this Nine of Cups energy. It's like you can't be bothered. It's like they really wanted to bother you. Maybe you were allowing them um, to bother you for an extended amount of time. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you're stepping into this. You're literally the star. You're literally the star energy. It can also be some type of manifestation, some type of wish or dream that's about to get granted because you kept it in your heart. Also, it can be something that's been manifesting since, like, well, maybe for a long time. It's written in the stars potentially, but also since like February, sometime like that, where you're like, no, I know something's coming into play. Um, and it's like, do you have to hold that in your heart? Hold that vision, hold that dream, hold that um, in your heart. Yeah, but there was probably nothing wrong with you. If there's nothing wrong with having beehive, you're new here, ciao, everybody new here. Um, it's not that there's something wrong with you. It's normal to have love for somebody or for something, and then for it to hurt afterwards. When you lose it, when it gets broken, when whatever, right? It's like, imagine if you have something that's very precious to you, right? Whether it's let's just say it's like a piece of jewelry or a vase or something like that. Now imagine you just like, you love somebody so much and you're just like, here, I'm going to let you, right here, I want to let you hold on to that. Like, oh, I really love that. And you let them wear it. But then they break it, or they lose it, or they destroy it, or they let someone else take it. It's normal. I mean, yes, it's just a thing, but your heart is your soul. That's your emotion. That's you opening up. That's you stepping into a space of vulnerability and trusting somebody with that. And when you trust somebody and they betray that trust, it's normal. But that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. But yeah, it can take a while sometimes to get past, to get to this state where you're, again, where you're abundant on your own, where you understand actually that you hold your own value, that your value isn't created by external judgment, by external people, places, or things, right? It's an internal job, it's an inside job. Um, enjoy, have some fun at D&B. You block them all. Yeah, sometimes you need to do that. Like sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you got to be like, I sense that you're connected to all these people. And again, it's like if you want the wheel of fate to tip in your direction, you have to create your security, right? Your safety and your security, especially if all these other people aren't doing that. And sometimes that means you block a bunch of people. And if these people really care and they're really your friends and they really are concerned about your well-being, your heart, your mental health, your if you're sick or not, whatever. If they really are, then they're going to go and check on you. They're going to be like, "Listen, are you cool? Are you good? Are you good, homeboy? You good, homegirl?" Everybody's like a little bit worried, right? Like I have people like I had homies that were like, "Are you chill? Like I see you deleted like 1,300 fucking people. Like, are you chill, homie? Are you having a mental B?" And I'm just like, "Oh no, 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 I'm just clearing. I'm just, thank you for checking." And they had a whole little conversation and they did that check-in, right? If you really care about somebody, someone's actually your friend and you're not just using them for their validity or for whatever you may gain off of them, then you're actually going to be like, "Are you chill?" When someone's like, "Damn, my heart is hurting," you're going to be like, "I'm sending love. I'm sending a hug. I support you." Right? Like for me, I've had literally 2 people that called me all year. 2 people. 2 people. So I know that for sure those 2 people are my friends. Everybody else, no, they won't call. And I can't receive anything if they don't fucking call me, right? So actually, you don't actually care for me. Actually, you're not actually my friend. Because if you were actually concerned about me, or you were actually my friend, or you actually cared, or like, it's just about being human, right? So it's normal. It's normal, Beehive, to lay um it's it's normal to feel pain. It's normal to be like, that hurt. It's normal to be like, okay, I'm gonna need some time because like you guys did me dirty, and when I needed love, when I needed help, when I needed support, when I was asking for it, y'all were creating stories and smear campaigns and you believing, like, getting on the side of the pathological liars and the thieves and the frauds and the cons and all this stuff, and nobody actually bothered to ask me directly. That's fucking great. Like that's actually mental illness. It's just how often people will believe some fucking crazy made up shit instead of actually checking on the person. How's that for you? So anyways, yes, when we love, then find out it wasn't for us, it hurts. Yeah, that's normal. That means that you actually are a human being. That means that you actually experience love. That means that you actually have a heart and some feelings and some emotions, right? And you're not, you're not like, you're not some weird fucking succubus, right? Incubus. Like you actually are like, oh, I got hurt. That hurt. I lost something that I love that was important to me. It's just normal, and it just takes some time. Beehive, nothing beats the love that you had for your motorcycle and never did you wrong, but you sold it. That's right, bro. Like when I had the love for my car, right? Like I have my cat now, right? I've had my cat now for like almost 5 years. Oh my God, it's about to be her birthday soon. um, anyways, yeah. But that's the thing is like there's certain things that never do you wrong, right? And you're just like, fuck, why did I why did I get rid of that to hang out with these people when these people actually didn't give a fuck? That's crazy, right? It's crazy. Um, oh, solar piece of your soul you worked out is going to take you 10 years to get it back. Yeah, well, at least you try to, at least you still put it into perspective, right? Some things we can't get back. You're right, TK. I'm glad, yeah. Well, I'm channeling the energy of the collective that shows up here, not just for me, but, I understand or understand or overstand that, you and I were not so different, right? So many people have the same story. It's just a different person, a different location, a different place, a different time, you know? Um, but energy never dies, right? Everything is energy, vibration, frequency. So it's just kind of what it is. So I'm glad that you can relate. Yeah, you're right, TK. That's the thing is it's like when you reach out to people and that whatever, it is what it is. For me, no, people know they actually have to call me. Well, at least if they actually give a fuck, they would know what's going on. Spot on. Third, from your one friend, your father, your sister told. She'll get back to you and everyone else that's like, yeah, you don't exist, always checking up on everyone. Yeah. It's like you can call people, check in on them, and they say, oh, nobody talks to them, they're alone, blah, 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 blah. But when the tables turn, and that's a lot of what the reading that I did last night was a collective has learned to be more selective, right? Um, and that's really what it boils down to. That is the energy, is you're like, wait a second, yeah, I'm done pouring in to receptacles that aren't reciprocal, right? And that's really what it boils down to. My tangerine juice. Woo, and no sugar is so good. Um, so yeah, make sure you get your vitamin C's. Make sure you get like I went out and got the live fruit today, making banana bread and got my dragon fruit. Got some crispy tofu. I like my tofu fried. Yeah, not a psychopath yet, but sometimes it takes seeing that pattern recognition to create that pattern disrupt. Lay, it takes that, right? We have to understand like, wait a second. Actually, what you're doing is like narcissistic Machiavellianism. Wait, actually, you're a psychopath. Oh, oh, I get it. Yeah, that's what threw me off with the last one. I'm like, whoa, it's sociopath. So it like imitates, repeats, plays a good game, and it's not the same as like Machiavellianism. It's not the same as just the narcissist or the psychopath. It's not the same as that normal, and that's why it kind of threw it off. And then when he started doing those same patterns, it's like he was being coached by these twats, And so I was like, wait a second here. And then it all clicked. It was like, really? That's so crazy because I really felt that this person actually had love. Maybe they did at some point, or again, they can mimic really well, right? They can replicate whatever you're doing really well. That's what they do. That's what they're good at, is mirroring your energy. And sometimes it's important for us to become aware that not everyone is our mirror. If you are an earth angel, if you are a galactic being, right? Sometimes we are holding the mirror and we're just showing people who they are, and that makes them evil. It like awakens their demons, and that makes them evil and demonic in nature and start coming after us because we've just showed them. It's like the Medusa, as I have my crazy curly hair, right? It's like the Medusa energy, right? Where it's like she wasn't turning people to stone, she was just simply showing them their faults, but they turned her into this monster, right? You know what I say? Like, what? You never know. You never know. Everybody has their own lives to live. You're right. You're right. You got your dog. He's your absolute world. That's important. I don't do anything in Jesus' name because he is a man, and that would be against God's will to worship and do things in the name of man. That's a false idol. But Yeshua was an amazing prophet and an ascended master, and that's great. He blessed us. We can take a lot of the teachings, but it would be the same, right? As me, a channeler, right? As a sharing prophetic words from me to ask people to worship me or to do things in my name. That is a little mentally unstable. But if you love Jesus, I'm sure Jesus loves you. And I ain't got no beef with Jesus. He's a sin and master. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, sister, right? He was sent and sacrificed not by his own will, but because he chose to keep preaching and sharing the information that he was getting from the divine. And people didn't like that. That's why a lot of people that are sharing knowledge and information get unalived a lot of the times. So, yeah, just know he's not the same as God. He's a man and don't worship men. That's exactly what God said not to do. Like 100%. You should go back and read your scriptural text. But I see where you're going with this. Thank you, Lay. A cat is gonna judge you. You know what? My cat judges me all the time. All the time, TK. I feel like this cat is like the closest thing, one of the closest things to a mother that I've ever had. I'm not reading all of it. I'm not reading all of it. Sunshine, you said, for shut the fuck up. Hey, Treble Clef, big love. How you doing? Hey, don't talk shit, TK. Don't talk shit. Don't talk shit. Be kind. Everybody be kind to everybody in the comments, okay? Um, Love doesn't come and go. No, love is a sturdy thing, right? A steady thing. People come and go, and does that mean again, it just because you stopped dealing with somebody, with some people, with maybe friends, family members like this, doesn't mean that you wish ill will upon them. Absolutely not. You can still love people. You can still send them love, give them love. You can still have love for them and not be for them or not have them be for you or about, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I still have love for many people, even the people that did me fucking dirty, that made these crazy deals with the devils. I still give you love, but you lost your access. Like you ain't never gonna sit at my table again. Like you're not invited to my home, to my temple, to my space, to my keep that protect whatever wherever that may be. Like, yeah, that's cool, but you gotta go. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Mm. Haters gonna hate. We got the haterade parade. Bitch ass motherfucker. Okay, just want to make sure you guys can hear me. The haterade parade is still at it, you guys. So anyways, yeah, just because you can love somebody and say I don't see you in my future. But I wish you whatever life, day, existence that you deserve. Enjoy, right? Just don't um just don't believe, just don't allow people to, what do you call it? Don't allow people to use your love, to hurt your love, to take advantage, right? It's like as the wheel of fate is turning, as things are changing, as things are as things are moving forward, right? It's good to know. It's important to know that your fate is in your hands. And sometimes it's not about creating walls, it's not about blocking people, but it's about protecting your own energy and knowing what is and isn't for you and being able to move forward in that manner. Um, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Again, Jesus was a prophet. Jesus was a prophet, um, not a god. And that's part of patriarchal um, reprogramming, right? Is so you worship a man, and that is problematic in nature. So that part, it's important to be aware of that part. Um, oh, guys. So, anyways, lovelies. Okay, we got the haters back, but they ain't here for long, right? We're getting reorganized. We're receiving what we have given, right? And so, since we have given love consistently, since we have been consistent with our energy, with our wishes, with our dreams, we are going to receive what we get. This is just, yeah, you got to believe in yourself. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness. Um, it's a baby. Oh goodness. Okay. So, anyways, we got the haterade parade fucking on us, you guys. So, I will dip out, but I'm just gonna talk about for last thing. Yeah, like love is scary, but don't say that you'll never open up, right? If you're not willing to receive, then you're also not willing to receive, right? You get what you give. Now, sometimes it is important to take the time to be by yourself and know what is best, right? What you need to receive. And until you can give the love to yourself, you're not going to receive it from others or from other beings, right? 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 Maybe get a pet for a while. Like, I don't know. It can do wonders. Um, thank you. But yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm not a preacher, I'm just a messenger, right? I'm just a messenger. You know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If something that I say doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you, right? That's the biggest thing, right? What you receive and what you choose to take on and what you choose to receive, whether that's people, whether that's love, whether that's offers, whether they're of positive nature or dark demonic nature, really is for you to make your own decision, right? That's free will. It's not anybody else's job to mess with free will. That's part of universal law, right? It's just part of what it is. So it's okay. But don't never love again. But if you're like, listen, I need to be closed off for a while, then that is also your choice and do that. But don't say never because that's again, that means that you're also blocking yourself from receiving that love that you have to give yourself, right? Because when we truly are in our own connectivity, when we truly love self, is when it's like you never see something or someone just show up out of nowhere. I mean, they do just show up out of nowhere, right? It's like real love doesn't enter when it's perfect timing, right? It it enters when you're like, oh, I'm doing super good. Like that's when things always show up because you're in alignment with yourself, um, because you're really loving yourself, right? So don't say that, don't block that all off, um, because you're just blocking yourself off. Yeah, don't eat with the devil. Don't do that. Yeah, all they do is hurt people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come play nice. Yeah. It's not your connection, Lay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come play nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's not your connection. I got haters and hackers, people. We got the whole next door. She ain't gonna be here no more, no more, no more, no more. But it's not your connection. Temporarily, temporarily she's still here, but she did clear everything out, and then she came back with someone's kid and was she got all these cameras and shit set up, and she brought a kid and was like bathing a kid, and I don't know, people are weird. I don't even want to give it energy. Just don't give shitty, dark, demonic things and people energy, and that's really what it breaks down to. Anyways, it's not your connection. It's just people that are shitty. Thanks for your subscribe, and yeah, you stay safe, and just know, yeah, just a messenger, right? Like you can be prophetic in nature, you can share information and messages, right? You can be a channeler, but yeah, if you want a preacher, yeah, go and go somewhere where someone's yelling at you and telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do, right? It's free will. You do with it what you will. It's just information. It's just feedback, it's just information. What you choose to do with it and what you choose to agree with and don't agree with is fine, right? That's what makes us each unique individuals is we're not going to agree on 100% of the things 100% of the time. And I don't trust anybody that does try to agree with me 100% of the time. I'm like sketchy at best, like that's my feeling on it because at some point in time, like you can agree, you can align with a lot of similar things, but at some point in time, you're going to be like, you know what, actually, this person is consistently like, do they have their own opinion? Like, are they ever going to give any pushback? Because that's where real growth starts is when you actually are open to being wrong or learning something new or vice versa, right? That's important. It's important to be open, to be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually open to different views or opinions. It's like the man who says he's a fool, right? The man who thinks he knows everything is surely a fool, right? But the man who knows much but knows that he's a fool, he's the true is the true victor, right? And the reason why is because they say, listen, like, nah, there's if I'm still alive, then I'm still here to learn. I'm still here to learn and digest more information, right? If I think that I know everything and I think my way is the only way, like what the fuck? There's not only one way, right? There's 1,000 ways to get to the same location. There's 1,000 ways to 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 do different things. I mean, maybe there's not always 1,000 ways, but there's tons of ways, right? There's more than one way to get to another equation, a math problem, whatever. There's different ways, right? There's not just one way, and it doesn't mean that one person's way is right or wrong. It's just what way is feels most in alignment for you is the way. That's your way. That's your path. That's your soul saying, yes, I'm in alignment with this information and I'm not in alignment with that information. Right? Like a lot of people, like I went on about yesterday about the cross, about how it's actually where it's a false idol, right? We're idolizing something that's sacrificial in nature. We're idolizing a sacrificial satanic ritual by by being like, oh yes, the cross, right? But a lot of people don't get on board with that, and it doesn't matter. They don't need to get on board with that. It's just, again, it's just information. It's just information. Choose to do with it what you will. And if something is resonating, then you go and research it and you go deeper, right? That's how I learn a lot of my knowledge. Now, I do channel a lot of information, but again, the majority, I would say over 89% plus of the information that I share with you guys is information that I've actually learned, studied, personally experienced, like with other people, with healing work, with a bunch of different stuff, right? So, To each his own. There's not one way. The way is about being good in nature. At the end of the day, right? This saying, at the end of the day, can you feel comfortable looking yourself in the mirror, like really seeing yourself, seeing your reflection? What kind of being are you? What kind of person? What kind of individual? How did you treat yourself? How did you treat others? Were you lying? Were you manipulating? Were you cheating? Were you stealing? Or were you kind? Were you loving? Did you smile and help people smile back? Did you help or just be kind in nature? For instance, I go a lot of places with my headphones on because I like to tune out a lot of the exterior noise, right? Because I have super strong, like a Heyoka empath, right? Sense and hear and feel everything. It's like intensity, right? But all these little kids came up when I went to pick up my laundry today, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Bahasa, which is language, our language in Indonesian." And they're like, Bahasa Bali. And so I just was like joking with them, like saying some of the words and the phrases that I know, and they were getting so excited. It's like they also want to learn English the same as my excitement to learn their language, right? And like, even though I was already done and I could have gone and whatever, and I was already whatever, I stopped. I put the thing back down and I was like, "Oh, okay." I took my headphones off and I had this conversation and they got so excited and I just was like, I just started asking them just basic things like, "Oh, wow, like kamu cantik, like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so cute." And then like, apa, like, what is your name? 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 And then when their boy, he must have been like an older brother or something. I was like, okay, what is your name? And he gave me, it wasn't like a real name. He was like just kind of talking shit. And so I told him in his own language, like, you're crazy. You're the crazy one. And they all started because I was like, oh, you're too much, right? And it's like, what is the energy? Like, at least, even if you're not speaking it perfect, even if you're not doing it, like, what is the energy at the end of the day when you look yourself in the mirror, right? Just think about this at the beginning of each day, that at the end of the day, you're the one that has to face yourself. You're the one that has to go to sleep with yourself. You're the one that has to look at yourself, right? And what do you see? What kind of person were you today, each day, every moment? Because sometimes there's shit that happens and you get like, "Ugh," right? Like you want to like, and it's like, then you can take a breath and take a step back and take a moment for yourself and be like, you know what, actually, this person, right? Because you'll notice, many of you guys will notice right now, especially if you're a chosen one, that there's a lot of people that are put in place literally to aggravate you, to literally make you lose your peace, make you lose your cool, to cut in front of you, to do this, to try to make you crash, to try to talk shit, to try to get people to laugh at you or mock at you, whatever, it doesn't matter. And all those people, they don't matter unless you give them the energy of that matters. When you have the own self-worth of you matter, then that's what it really is. Everybody's on different levels, yeah, in the tarot world. That's right. Disclosure day is already out. You're right. You're right. They sick them. Yeah, a lot of them. And that's again, yeah, you're right, Beehive. You don't wish any ill will on anybody, right? I just wish, like, what I started to do is I started to say, I hope that may you have the day, the night, the life, the karma that you deserve, because it's not positive or negative in aspect. It's just saying, may you get what you give without being curt or short or whatever, right? It's just saying, may you receive whatever you deserve, which means if you're a bad person, then you probably deserve some bad shit to happen. But I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to, words or spells, that's why it's called spelling. I'm not going to be the one that's putting that out on anybody. Right? But I will say, may you have the life, the day, the job, the family, the experience you deserve. Because then they get what they deserve. Everybody gets what they deserve. Whether that's positive or negative is not on me, right? Again, I may be an aspect of divinity, right? That's why a channel is called Divinity Within Thee. This is my only channel. Um, this is why I call it Divinity Within Thee, because it's about where we take time to get in touch with the divine, our divine, right? We have the ability to connect to divinity. We are divinity incarnate, right? So we just are in this third, fourth, we're moving through these weird densities, right? You know, and we're like experiencing what it is to be human in nature, right? And some of the exterior and external noise is really low, is really dark, is really low, is whatever, like people that are consistent and like no hate, no shade, whatever. People that are consistently watching like horror movies or playing games or murdering people, it's like it's low vibrational, it's low frequency, right? But it again, we're just energy energy flows where attention goes. So if your attention is always on the negative aspects of people hurting you, feeling scared, or hurting other people, whatever, then we're going to receive more of that collectively, right? It's a collective, we're co-creating, we're collectively co-creating our situation. So just keep as positive as an aspect as you can, and don't, words are spells is why it's called spelling. Don't put bad spells out on people. Drink a gallon of water. Yeah, drink more water, of course. You're welcome. That's right. And that's the thing. It's like that is your understanding, right? Everybody has their own understanding. This did exist, this didn't exist. For me, okay, like I was raised um very religious in nature, and so now I'm like in a whole nother part of the world, and I'm really really connected to Hindu, right? And there's no, like, Jesus doesn't exist, like it's so much more ancient than that. But I still do believe, okay, that's an ascended master, he's someone that learned under Sophia, like, right? So it's like, again, the more that you study, the more you know, right? But also let other people to their own belief systems, because they're at a different level, they're on a different part of the journey, right? They don't understand that it's more of a what do you call it, a metaphor, right? That he was a prophet or a teacher, ascended master, but much of what was written in the book was rewritten, right, by man to create control and patriarchy. And it's really just about, a lot of it is metaphors. It's meant to be metaphors for us to learn, but it's how they wrote, right? Like think about when you read Shakespeare. Like, does everybody understand Shakespeare? No. What is the percentage of people that actually can cognitively process Shakespeare, right? Like when I finally, like when I was a senior in high school, I had a dope, I had a dope English teacher, right? And he taught me, he broke it down in just a way that I could comprehend. And then whenever I read Shakespeare, like I went back and reread everything, and I was fucking cracking up, right? Because I was like, oh my God, he's a shit talker, right? Like he's like, boom, like he's a shots fired, right? He's out there firing shots, like pa 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 pa. And it became super funny to me because I could see the theatrical part of it. But it's like the same thing. It's like a lot of people don't understand that there's a lot of things that are written that are from a long time ago, or rewritten or translated from different dialects or languages, don't really correspond completely across. And so they don't understand that a lot of it is, you know, metaphors towards things. So again, um yeah, TK is, you're not gonna leave America. Yeah. I mean, it's not that I'll never come back to the States, but it may be a while for sure. It may be a while. Again, I'll be traveling the whole world most likely. Most likely navigating, and I'll eventually make it back there at some point in time. But in Meow is not the time for me. I spent a lot of time there. I think there's a lot more help and work that I can do in many other countries. Not that there's probably not a lot that I can do there, but for me, understanding astrology and occultism and all of this stuff, And for what I say and what I preach, it's also like whatever I preach, yeah, whatever I'm, speaking, I guess, they think that I'm preaching against them, whatever. Like it's also not a good time, right? I'm not trying to go and put myself in a place where they want to kill me also, right? I'll stay in other countries that respect what I have to say, right? In other places. So thank you, Lay. Yes, I am. I constantly give my time every day. If you're new here, yeah, I come on for like an hour to like a couple hours every day just to kind of like channel and share information. And yeah, TK does come on here, give his time, and he's also whatever. Um, yeah, guys, don't fight each other. But don't create the separation. Let everybody believe what they want. And you know what I do many times, like even my guides will just have me keep scrolling and to find different comments, right? That's right. You're here for yourself. Yeah. If you have something good to say, you'll say it. That's right. Yeah, but sometimes people just need to let things out as well. So I just, I don't read everything. Sometimes I do my best to, but I can't always. So it's right. It takes two to tangle. They weak. You're right, Triple Clap. Um, hating is not supporting. That's right. Um, Yes, these are the type of demons that like to play before. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Send all the effects of this mental harm right back to them. That's right. Return to sender. Just return to sender. You guys, when you start to again, this is literally it's now literally physically manifesting, right? And just be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Take a step back and say, okay, this isn't my shit. It doesn't matter. We're here, we're positive and and stop and literally you'll stop seeing it. Like sometimes there's a lot of comments and like my guides don't even let me see a lot of them. It's crazy. Um it's crazy. Yeah, don't attack everybody. Oh, trouble is love. Trouble always shows up giving love. But here's the thing is it's like sometimes that's what's happening is like people are now coming in, right? Sometimes people are now coming in into these different things, right? Um, and it's funny, right? I mean, you have to try some things, Lay. You have to try some things, right? You have to try some things. Yeah, obsession is a real thing. Treble clef, low grades, yes. Ah, yeah, I didn't try doing any of that. I'll wait until all of the courts and whatever, all the legality things are done before I change anything else because last time I changed passwords for banks or anything else, they just fucking hacked into everything and then I'm blocked out of everything. So I'll wait. Like I have new devices before I put anything on. It doesn't really matter for me, but that's good to know. Try using Proton Authenticator. Yeah, but that's what they're trying to get me to do. They're trying to get me to put in my new passwords and also my what pops up all the time. Oh, my Apple ID. They're trying to get my Apple ID so they can reset shit. And I won't put it in. I'm just like, whatever. I don't really need this. I don't really need this app. I don't really need this because I'm not resetting it because I know they've already, what do you call it? They've hacked the device, but also they've cloned the phone. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like the thing is what they don't really get is like the only time I signed a signature is like based on my really old passport from like 20 something years ago, and I never even signed that signature. Like the local bank makes me use that same signature, but like literally even if you look at my new passport, it doesn't this signature isn't the same as the one from 20 years ago and I don't use that signature, right? Because I don't even use the legal name. That's the slave name, right? And so everything that I use a different fucking signature. Well, not everything, but for financial things and legal things, I use different signatures, right? Even for all my card actions, I use like a symbols for different types of things, depending on if it's like a food, if it's a write-off, if it's this, if it's that, like I have a different little thing that I make. I don't use the signature. So anybody trying to fucking steal my shit, they're pretty fucking dumb because it's not my actual signature, right? Stupid is as stupid does. Um, real love gives you choices. Yes. Yes. Don't give it too much attention. Don't give it too much attention. Mental health matters. Yes. Don't let people in your mind to lead you. Yeah, stay in control of your mental. Exactly. Exactly. And that's really what it is that they want to they really want to manipulate, right? Government is to control the mind control, right? Just like organized religion is opium for the masses, right? Whatever. If people really started to study like where the words are coming from and how words actually break down, they'd be like, holy, they put it right there and we still just concur with it and we still are just act dumb like because we didn't actually bother to research anything. So do your research, everybody. Know what's true for you. Again, what works, for instance, what I like to eat may not be good for whatever you like to eat, right? What I like to read, what I like to listen to, the same frequency may not be good for you. That's good for me. And that's just normal. We're all individuals. We're having a individual source experiencing itself separately individually. So be okay with that, everybody. Um, religion it is kind of a hate strategy. Opium for the masses is a separation strategy 100%. And yeah, they use it for abuse, they use it for power, they use it for control, they use it for wars is kind of what they're using it for. And as I meet different people from different religions and they start to understand like what are you preaching? Are you against our religion? I'm like, oh no, 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 no. I'm just against people using religion to create separation to cause conflict or war. I'm just about people connecting directly to source without having a middleman because I'm pretty sure there's nowhere where God or whoever you talk to, I'm pretty sure there's nowhere where they said, "Oh, by the way, if you want to connect to me, if you want to pray to me, you have to first ask Jesus. You have to first ask your preacher. You have to go there and ask for forgiveness to your whatever." Huh? What? Mental, mental. So yeah, it is a weird type of mental strategy and abuse. Um, love is my religion, bro. Love is my religion, but it depends on how people view it, right? Grateful. What is this? Author chapters. Grateful you are for you and everyone else here. Much love. Big love to you too. Yeah, big love. Big love to everybody. I can't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They worship the dead man. But you're right. That that's real trouble club. That's a point. That's what I was telling people yesterday. Is you guys can't like you guys are using the symbol of them making a human like a human blood flesh sacrifice. That's what their religions are using. That's what they're idolizing. The cross, what they use to make a flesh and blood sacrifice out of the most divine, one of the most divine prophets or divine beings that was receiving information, that learned the information that come here and share to help wake people up. Yes. And they worship it. They worship it. They wear it. It's a false idol. They put it in gold. God, so like, come on, people. Come on. Like I don't hate I don't hate God. I don't hate Jesus. I just think that people are a little bit, their information of who and what it is about is a bit skewed. And yes, they're worshiping, it's sacrifice, it's sacrificial worship, it's satanic sacrificial worship, unfortunately. Just like sacrament. I talked about this all on my feed yesterday. Collective being more selective. Like the first hour, I talked all about this. Even in the Catholics, they do this, shoot, shoot, the inverted cross, right? They're turning it upside down, and what it is it's severing your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown chakra from your heart, severing it, cutting it off. It's also like people, but they've been taught that it is a specific type of worship, but it's been labeled as a different type of worship than it is. So just understand, do a little bit of studying of who and what and how you're worshiping, right? Worship, like worship nature, right? Worship, again, women, goddesses, deities, maybe, but like offerings is what I talked about yesterday. Make offerings, right? Don't come in worship, come in reverence, come in prayer, right? If you're gonna worship at the temple, right? The temple, the goddess's temple, the womb, man, the manifestation from the womb. Worship the feminine. And I don't mean like whatever, but really, that's really what it boils down to. And that's what they wanted to, that's what they deleted from religion and whatever. We're going to get back to that as we move into matriarchal societies. So, anyways, I can't read everything. Um, I can't read everything here. Um, you guys, because it's just too much. You're a guy in a wheelchair. Call you Lieutenant Dan. You're funny. Each people, what you mean by that is each people do the best with they're honored with who is placed next to, like maintain a path. Yes, you're right. Arthur chapters, you're right. It's really about that. What works for each person, right? Everything is not going to work the same for each person. Just like not every workout works the same, right? For women, for men, like it can't be the same thing. Like dudes are like, just work out, it's going to be good. And it's like, bro, we don't need, like women don't need that rush of fucking cortisol. It's actually what we don't need. We actually need to be soft. We need oxytocin, right? We need human contact, connection. We need to take care. We need someone to hold us, to hug us, to cuddle, to be slow, to be soft, right? But men need that quick fix. So working out and doing a bunch of stuff is better for them, right? Same with like, not everybody can eat the same food, right? Because some people may be allergic, some people may just get fat, or some people may not feel good. Like, it's just nothing is going to be the same, like for every person. But when we find people that can, then yeah, there's no one to ask in anyone's name. You could be wrong. It's worship of the dead, yes, and from God, yeah. Or declare the glory of the Most High. Yeah, yeah. That's, I always say that the most high goddess, right? Because they say a lot of it's about translation, right? God is good. Is it God is or God is good? God is great. God has got an ass that make your whole world quake. That make your whole body shake, whatever, right? But to each his own, right? It's about really how you receive, how you're being receptive, and what you're being receptive and what you feel connected to, right? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. As always, welcome to all of my new viewers and subscribers. Okay, guys, I appreciate all of your input, your talks, your yeah, to each his own. Um all your feedback, all your participation, not fighting with people, okay? Be nice, okay? Don't fight in the comments, be nice, right? If y'all were here, if y'all were here doing that and I was in the same room, I will fucking slap you. I would just be like, shut up. Uh, We ain't playing that game, right? I will break out that pull that mom card so hard, I'll be like, listen, if you can't say nothing nice, then don't say anything at all. Just say, may you have the life, the day, the night, the wife, the whatever you deserve. That's it. May everyone have exactly what they deserve. So remember, you reap what you sow. Okay. You reap what they sow. And yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're all just here trying to figure it out. So be kind. Be kind, because some people are having more intense existences than other people. So it's a little bit more complicated because we don't actually know what everybody's going through. So don't be a dick. Seriously, like, don't be a dick, right? I do my best to not, like, trust me. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to, like, with the whore next door, right? I can't tell you how many times I'm just like, oh, fucking check these dudes' shoes, right? So they're just like, but I'm just like, stay out of it, right? Don't do that, because I won't want someone doing that to me, right? That golden rule, right? Do unto others, right? So I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. So I'm not going to do it to somebody else, even though people be attacking and hacking and whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, let them, let go and let God know that you are connected. Know that you are divinely connected. Connect to the divinity. You do not need a middleman. If it makes you feel better, then by all means. If it brings you community, then by all means, but don't be brainwashed, don't be manipulated, whatever, to each his own, and everybody will take what they need. Just take what you need and not more, right? Don't take more than you need. Take what you need and not more. Um, anyways, if you see somebody doing something that you don't like, okay, just making sure. Haters, haters, haters. If you see somebody doing something that you don't like, either remove yourself, remove them from your circle, remove yourself from that circle, or confront them. Better yet, confront them and be like, bro, why are you cool? Like, why do you do that? Why do you attack other people? Is there something you need to talk about? Because I see you taking it out on your partner. I see you taking it out on other people, right? Well, like, why are you acting like a slut, right? Like, do you need a hug? Do you need more attention? Like, do you need a job? Like, what is it? Right? What made you decide that this was the way to be? Like, that's the best you could do. Literally, you can be like, listen, be compassionate. Ask the question, because sometimes it's not about creating a solution for somebody else. Sometimes it's just about evoking a different thought process, right? Like, when people start going off, just be like, are you just lonely? You just need someone to hear you? Like, do you need feedback? Or you just need someone to vent to? Like, maybe it would do you good to go to a place where you can break some stuff. Maybe it would do you good to go for a swim, to go for a run, to take a nap, whatever it is, like, boom, boom. Hey, bro, anytime you need to, like, come over, like, you need to get a hug, let's go. Get a hug, right? Figure that out. Maybe ask people, do you need a hug, or do you just, you know, just do your best to be the best person that you can be. So at the end of the day, when you look yourself in the mirror and you say, wait a second, you, I know you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you did today. I'm proud that you didn't n- deck that person. I'm proud that you didn't honk at that person or yell at that person or do whatever, right? I'm proud that you didn't let things bother you so you can actually become the best version of yourself. Bro, I could use a hug too. What I get my cat gives me hugs and kisses like and this is the thing, right? I see all these people that come over. How you gonna get on a plane? How you gonna who's paying for you to get on a plane to come to the opposite side of the world for you to stalk and to watch? And how can you stalk and watch, but you can't stop? You can't stop and be like, "Oh, homie, what up? You look like you're doing good, or you look like you need a hug. Can I get a hug? What's up? Do you remember me? Are you cool? Are you good?" And then what happens at that point, right, is a whole nother thing. But for me, when I see all these people that are coming over here, right, stalking, watching, hacking, but I'm just like, I just pretty much figure that you're an op. Number one, I just figure you're an op because if you were actually my friend or you were actually my homie, you would just be like, "What up, Zoe? Is that you?" Because I know I came to this side of the world and this little island in a country that there's over 15,000 islands to see you, to check in on you because someone paid me or sent me to. But no, no, we just stare. That tells me you got paid to come against me or you're observing me or what the fuck? Is this a zoo? Do I look like a fucking like what the fuck, right? The fuck is wrong with people? So for me, um ciao goddess. Thank you for your hearts and your flowers. Dude, that's what I'm saying, right? For fuck's sake, right? For fuck's sake. Stalkers, bro. Like if you want something, right? Like it's so simple just to be like, yo, what's up? I seen you. I know you're famous. I'm so interested. Like, bro, can I get a session? Like, can I get an autograph? Can I get a hug? Can we catch a a moment? Can we sit and chat? You know? Can we like you're gonna come to the same place where I'm eating food and order food and sit there and fucking watch me when I'm sitting there by myself instead of being like, "What up?" That is psychotic. that that is some psychopathic shit. That is some sociopathic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. TK, so was this black woman that was hired recently around you? That's crazy. Whatever, if that's what you need, right? If you're taking a connection with that and it's like boom, boom, then that is what it is, right? The Joder, you're tired of being my secret crush. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Nobody never said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta message me. You gotta actually message me. There is some people that actually message me on Instagram. It's the only place that I get messages. I mean, I see messages here, but I have no idea. I have no idea who's who in the zoo. I don't know you, right? Like, I don't know you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're over there and you're like in love and shit, like, and you're watching me, like, why you walk up? Why stop? Why stalk when you can talk? Why hack when you can yak? Fuck. What the fuck? I'm gonna make some new shit. Oh, you guys, I made a new, where is it? I made a new drawing. I don't know if it's all the way done, but I made a new drawing, you guys. This reminded me because I saw this kid. He was like from LA, and these people were trying to make fun of me, like, you should know this person. Oh, you stink. They're just talking all this shit, and I'm just like, all right, I don't really care. If you're gonna talk shit, I'm out. I don't really give a fuck. I don't need your validation, and you're not gonna hurt my fucking feelings. Anyways, and I was just like, this fool looks like he's from LA, right? But then I started thinking about like different things in LA, and so like, where did you live the longest in LA? And I was thinking like, fuck, on my boat, right? I was sailing all around. And so, anyways, I created this ladies first, ladies first, with that big LA in there, ladies first. I'll put it on there. I'm doing a coloring contest, you guys. You guys can, I have these different ones that I did. Time for Divine Feminine. The time is meow. The future is feminine. I post them. You can see them on my page. And I did them all. I even posted this one. I started coloring it, but I don't like my markers were dying. And then we have matriarchy meow. Okay. But yeah, coloring contest, trying to make slaps or shirts or whatever. But yeah, I made this one, ladies first, because when I was in LA, this is what actually got me to sail across the ocean. They try to create a pecking order, and I get in fights with these pirates when I was in my boat. I get in fights with these, not in fights, but they would get mad because I would go and anchor out in front of them. They're like, "There's a pecking order. You got to go to the back of the fucking order," and I'd be like, "That is a cool story, bro," because ladies first. So I made the LA big that, you know what I'm saying? Like, ladies first. And I just did. I just like, I dropped the hook out in front of them and yeah, it pissed them off. But you know what I'm saying? Like, also in the end, it got me to, and they're like, all right, you got to get out of the harbor. They did all this stuff to attack me to get me out of the harbor. And then, you know what I did? I just was like, all right, I'm just going to sail across the fucking ocean, bitch. I'm out. Watch out, meow, ladies first. And they're just like, what? Because they never left there. So whatever. I took all the knowledge and I learned me some knowledge and I went and applied that. I didn't just be like, I read a bunch of books and did a bunch of stuff, but I never actually integrated or applicated that shit. No, I did. I did. Okay, do what you gotta do, TK. Whatever you guys do. I don't know. I don't really know whatever you guys to do. Um, Goddess, because they are creepy. That's right. That's right. Uh, Thursday or Friday in the real world. Okay, where are you at? I thought you were in America, homie. What the fuck? We've had some great talks already. Okay. All right. I don't know if you're done or if you're trying to have a conversation. I don't know what you're out there trying to do, but like for me, I don't need no cryptic messages, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no cryptic messages. You want to talk? Why stalk when you can talk? Why hack when you can yak? I don't know. I don't know, guys, but teach his own, right? May you guys, may y'all figure it out. And yeah, like that's the thing. That's the thing, right? If people really, if people really want to talk, right? For me, I had a long ongoing. Who was this that said this? Who said this up here? El Jode. Okay. For me, yeah, I had a long, 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 long crush, and I kept sending messages. I kept being like, "Oh, I wish you were here." Da, 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 blah 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 blah. Sometimes he would actually show up different places around the world, but then he would just like stare, and I would just stare, probably because the frequency was really intense. But the reality of the situation is, I've been out here in Bali for 7 years, almost, nearly 7 years, right? I came out here in 2019. I've been here for 6 years, 6.5 years. And the thing is, at some point in time, when you realize that you're not ever getting a response, when you realize that someone is feeding off of your energy but not reciprocating it, you stop putting the effort out, especially as feminine, especially as divine feminine. It's like I keep seeing all of these people around and they're like being all secret, like watching me, showing up, following me, whatever. And it's just like, what do you want? Are you like, because basically, if you don't approach me, then either you're playing some type of game and I ain't got no fucking, ain't nobody got no timelines for that. Number one. Number two, you're a stalker, right? You're probably a stalker, hacker, blocker, whatever, but I don't know, an op, right? That's like, I'm just pattern recognition. I'm just drawing conclusions here, right? Because how would you follow somebody around all the time that you're in love with, but like be too afraid to approach them, even though you're having everybody else watch them and approach them? Super strange. Um, Strange behavior, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna be like, whatever, right? Like, for instance, when I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go down here, but I didn't actually verbalize it. I didn't say it out loud. And then, like, before I go down there, there's some dude with the fucking creep glasses watching me, and then he has like this crazy fucking camera. And when I go to like put water in my hair and like go into the ocean, he's like fucking taking all these pictures, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, consent is sexy. Non-consent is fucking psychotic in nature. It's stalking and it's not cool, and I do not consent to it. So anybody that's out there taking videos, taking pictures, doing all that, and there's a lot of people, fucking Russians, Japanese, Chinese, the Aussies, the cute, like there's a plethora of the same motherfuckers that I keep seeing, or the same whatever that I keep seeing that are doing it. And I never gave consent to it, and I do not give consent to it. And anybody having pictures or anything of me without my consent, like I send you, I've returned to sender. I send you some fucking death spells. That shit ain't okay with me. Like 1000%, it's not the fuck okay with me. That's not okay. I do not consent. Never consented, nor will I consent. It's really fucking simple. You know how the Indonesians all get a picture with me? Because they ask me, can I take a picture? And I'm just like, brah, no problem. Consent is sexy. That's literally, I'm just going to consider it human trafficking at this point. To take pictures and of people without their consent, while being sneaky about it. Fucking weird. All of the fury of all of my ancestors and all of your testing, testing. 1, 2. Mic 1, mic 2. I didn't give consent. I don't give consent. You need to ask permission. That's consent. Without permission, that's non-consensual, which is sexual assault. It's sexual assault. It's non-consensual behavior, activity, just so you understand. So I will fucking sue anybody that's doing it. So stop. I'm letting you know. You want the fury? Bring it on. Let it rain down upon you. It's not okay. If you want to say something, approach me and ask a motherfucking question. Otherwise, stay the fuck out of my face. Stop stalking. If you're watching me because you're worried, okay. But anybody trying to play any type of fucking games, I don't fucking consent, nor did I ever, nor will I ever, because you did it without my consent, and I'm not cool with that. I don't co-sign that shit, nor will I. So whoever wants to come forward and be honest, take accountability, and fucking apologize for all the dumb shit, I suggest you fucking do it, or you're gonna have the fury. Actually, there's a whole area in Indonesia that a volcano. There was like in a volcanic area, there was a huge earthquake last night. So unless you want volcanoes to start blowing, I suggest you stop with your dumb shit. Stop playing games because I'm not participating. As Truman would say, top of the day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all of my beautiful, lovely people out there that are doing the work. Uh, I'm proud of you. You're awesome. You got this. You're amazing. Keep going. Okay. You are on your own, but you are not alone. We are part of this a collective co-creation of projecting a better, more positive future. And for that, I love you all. In case nobody told you today, I love you. You're worthy. I'm proud of you. You got this. Keep going. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're talented. Share your talent, share your skills, whatever skills to pay the bills you got put here with, whether it's paying the bills or not, it doesn't matter. It's paying your energetic bill. Share your gifts, right? It's the way you really can free yourself. The sovereignty is always, I say, for patriarchy and matriarchy. Meow. Let's move to a feminine, child, and earth centered future, you guys. Together, we can do it better. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. I appreciate your likes, comments, subscribes, your shares, your supports, your feedback. As always, fuck you. I love you. And ciao for now. Zo out.